Hi, my name is Emily, and this is the Delight Knits podcast. This is episode 59. Today is, let's see, I think it's the 3rd, November 3rd, of 2024. And this is where I like to talk about all that I have been knitting and spinning on the last month, I think is what it's been. Yeah, a lot has happened since then, so I've got quite a bit to share with you. We'll see if I can get it all done and shared before the kids and my husband come home from a birthday party. Just got a break in studying, and we're gonna try and knock this out. So I've got quite a few finished objects and some whips to talk about. My first finished object is what I'm wearing. This is the Market Henley by Claire Jackson of Perfectly Knotted. And so it is a Henley. You've got the buttons here, 3 buttons, and it comes down here. I did lengthen the sleeves and the body so it's not so cropped. The yarn is Explore, and it's in fibers and You Do Not Yield. Let's see what else about this. So I did one extra pattern repeat on the sleeve, or for the sleeve length, or not length, sleeve arm circumference here, before in the sleeves before I joined in the round for the body. And then I did extra on the sleeves as well, and extra length. I think from a lot of the comments and things I've heard about Claire's patterns, they're great, but she does have a shorter torso and shorter arms than most other people, and so that added length is very common with her patterns, which is fine and easy to account for. You just need to add the extra yardage when you're thinking about it. So the other thing is I got my buttons. I actually received them yesterday. They are from, I think I have the box here, Tinker's Hollow, and I got these online. There's their tag. I think I talked about them last time and I just hadn't gotten it yet. So there's their tag. They have stitch markers, buttons, shawl pins, and a whole bunch of stuff of wooden made items. But they fit perfectly. I absolutely love them. I saw their buttons at DFW Fiber Fest, and they didn't have these ones that I wanted. Noticed that they were in the Clockwork Fiber booth. So thank you to, I think Sam was her name, of Clockwork Fiber. And it is also, let me mention this real quick, it is raining right now and it's pretty dreary outside, so I'm sorry if you can hear that there, but we need the rain. It hasn't rained for like a full month. We've been in a burn ban for a while. We need the rain, so I'm thankful for it. But yeah, these buttons are 1/2-inch circular mahogany is the ones I ordered, and I think they fit perfectly. So thank you, Sam and Tinker's Hollow, for those. Sam of Clockwork Fiber. Another finished object. I think, so when I showed this project to you last, it was the ribbing for my daughter's sweater, the Dear Duomo pattern. And I had told you, what I showed you was completely ripped out because I did the wrong size. So it's been completely ripped out and completely redone. So here is the finished, which you haven't seen any of this knitting done. The 100% finished, besides blocking, but you know, it's a kid's sweater. We'll see if I get to blocking it. This is the Dear Duomo sweater hat to be on a fingering weight. So I used different needle size fingering weight yarn. I think I used a US 6 4mm for the body, and then I still used the same recommended needle size, the 3.25 for the ribbing, for all ribbing there. And then I did a size 3 of the pattern, and this fits my daughter perfectly. She absolutely loves it. The yarn is Ruby and Roses, and I hope it's coming off. I can kind of see it in the camera. It is a sparkle. It's her Selena base. Her, what does she call it? Do I have that tag? I might have the tag still. Maybe not. Rose Sparkle, I think is what it is. I might still have the tag. Hold up. Maybe not. I know I have a full skein of it left. I only used 2 skeins, but I don't think I have it with me here. That's okay. In Vineyard is the colorway. So it is the folded over neckline. I do, in the pattern, it mentions like a crochet around to get it to cinch in. Or you crochet around and then pick up through the crochet chains, and I do use that method and it is great. So sleeve wise, I did do a different rate of sleeve decreases because the sleeve lengths are completely different because of the change in pattern, or change in gauge and change in sleeve length, because it is for my 5-year-old. But it fits her. It is probably a little bit bigger, and we'll get a year or more out of it. Yeah, I could probably honestly wear it myself. But it's fantastic. I love it. Yeah, she absolutely loves it. She was so excited the whole time. I did have her try it on multiple times to figure out, like, okay, how much longer on the sleeves and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I love it. It's perfect. So now she has one, and so here's mine. You've probably seen in the past. So there's mine and hers, and, well, hold up. I have one more finished object, but I don't have it with me. I have 2, I guess. I knit all of these swatches for the Ruby and Roses Christmas collection that she's starting to reveal. I know she revealed Christmas Market and her new colorway Chestnut. I love Chestnut. It's, let's see. Do I have it easily accessible? Maybe not. I thought I did, but maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, well, I absolutely love it. Chestnut that she's revealed. So I did 14 swatches for those, which you will see revealed on Addie of Ruby and Rose's Instagram within the next 2 weeks or so, when she gets those released. And I also surprised her with a pair of DK socks out of her Christmas Market colorway, plus a couple of others. And I do have a picture of those. I will, if I can get my editing stuff to work out, because I always have trouble with it, I will pop those in right here. But if not, sorry, you can go down to my Ravelry page and I will have the picture in my Ravelry page, if that is accessible to you. I will try and post them on Instagram. We'll see if I get to it. Been pretty bad about posting on Instagram. So those are all my finished objects. I have, so back into the Dear Duomos, my kids, so I've got 2 kids, a 5-year-old girl and a 2.5-year-old boy, and he is very much in the I want what sister has stuff. So I started him his own Dear Duomo. He is 2.5. He's probably about in a 2T, 3T size. So same thing, fingering weight, because we do live in Arkansas and I feel like DK would get too hot for them. They barely wear long sleeves anyways. Throw on a jacket to go outside. So fingering weight, this is Ruby and Rose's Plump Rose base in Baroque, I think is Baroque is I think how you spell it, is the brown. And then I want to say Cobblestone is the blue. I did not have enough to continue the sleeves with the alternate ribbing, or alternate colored ribbing. So we did the brown sleeves with the blue. I literally only had 4 grams for each cuff, or each sleeve. So I think this has worked out. I just have to get the, let's see, this is all I have left. I just have to do a tubular bind off there and pick up the second sleeve and weave in all the ends. It fits him super well. I had him try it on multiple times as well. I actually could fit this on without the ribbing and the sleeve, of course, and it made the perfect little cute crop top, like almost like a mini mock neck look, so that may work. But same needle sizes as my daughter, and I did the first size for him, and just glad it super worked out. Of course, altering all of the different like lengths for the body and the armholes as you do, and that's just a figure it out as you go, try it on, measure the kid as allows. So you can see all of my decreases I did on his sleeve there. I will get the tubular bind off done and pick this up, and this one will be finished within a week, and then I will get a picture of all 3 of us in our dear Duomos, and it'll be so cute. And his does match mine, so they are the leftovers from that, because I did have to buy those 2 skeins extra. So I think that's super cute. She'll just be a little left out color wise, but her favorite color is purple, so she'll be perfectly fine with that. These are just the colors that I had in my stash that I'm trying to use up that fit really well. So I think that's all for this project and the Dear Duomo projects. That one's being held in my El Grande by the Bay Bag Co bag, which I absolutely love. The perfect trap wool bag. My next project, I think I showed these to you last time. Maybe not. I don't think y'all seen these. But I needed you always need a small project going on in my small by the Bay Bag Co bag. You always need a small project going on. And I started these before or after the sweater. For my daughter, I've been knitting other things for a long time. She's been, Mommy, is that for me? Mommy, is that for me? So lots of kid projects right now. I'm knitting her a pair of socks. This is out of Mustache Yarn. Does it have a label? Aha. Mustache Yarn, her perfect mismatching set. This one was I bought it at DFW Fiberfest a couple years ago, and it was 56 grams. It's a unicorn apocalypse is the colorway. So it's rainbow with purple in between one section and black in between another section. For her socks, I do 64 stitches. This is the second pair I've done for her this way. 64 stitches, 2x2 ribbing for 100 rounds. You can see my stuff here, and then I change colors, and I do 2x2 ribbing on the front or on the top of the sock, and stocking knit on the back of the sock for the foot. And I'll do that for about 50 rounds. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I am doing the toe. I think I started the decrease for the toe. Because it was 56 grams total, I think there were only 23 grams. So they do come in half, as they should. I pulled from the outside, and I've been kind of watching my stripes. And I think I am starting, did I start the decreases? I want to say I did. Yes. So I've done the first decrease on the toe. So I'm on the toe because I don't think I have much more. I think I've got one more set of colors as it's falling apart on me. One more set to get to the brown, or the brown black. So I think I've got that much more left in the color repeat. So that's going to be the toe. So one sock's almost done, and I will start on the others. These have been taking me a little bit longer because I knit them during her gymnastics lessons. So I've been working on other projects elsewhere. So those might be done the next time we speak. My last project I have going on is a brioche hat. So I have, let's see, I'm kind of freestyling this. I've looked at a bunch of different like free options of brioche hats and brioche cowls because I am teaching a brioche intro to brioche or brioche knitting in the round class at my local yarn store on Knit Unto Others is the yarn store in Arkadelphia, Arkansas on November 16th. So I'm hoping, it is like 2 weeks away, so I'm hoping that I can finish one hat and have the next one on the go for the class. But here is that hat that I've started. So it's kind of a combination of a few things. This is Ruby and Rose's DK base, and I'm using a 3.5, so US 4, 3.5 millimeter needle. And yeah, I want to say Succulent is the front colorway. I want to say this is Succulent. And I can't remember what the bright green colorways are. That is from her Flowers Gone Wild collection that I did swatches for. So these are all leftovers. When I get these colorways to do swatches, I don't get yarn bands, which I'm perfectly happy with. I don't need all these yarn bands. And so I don't get the colors ways, and I don't see the colorway names until she posts them on Instagram. And because of that, I forget it easily because it's after the fact, because it could be weeks, sometimes a month or two before I actually see them revealed. My next hat I'm going to do for my daughter, and it's going to be in these two. I think if I have enough of these, we'll see. We will see. But I can't decide if I'm going to do like a decrease where it comes to a point, or not a point, but like it's a rounded decrease, or if I'm gonna do the brioche cat hat where you basically turn it inside out and do a 3 needle bind off, and then it's just like a straight, but when you put it on it looks like little cat ears. I would like to do that for hers, but I don't know if there's enough yarn. So that's that. It's going. I need to get running on this. As soon as I finish my son's hat, this is top priority. I am finding that I love brioche, but these short circular needles are kind of fiddly right now. The last time I did a huge brioche project, it was, I think, my newspaper sweater, or newspaper pullover by Hoagie Locatelli. And so it was a little bit easier to maneuver, but it'll be all right. So that is in my String Crazy bag that I got a couple years ago. Yeah, that's that. Let's see, acquisitions. I've got just a little bit. I had a Hobby Lobby gift card for my birthday. I purchased this little pillow to go in my chair that I think I showed off my chair last time, but I purchased this little pillow, lumbar support decorative pillow to go there. And I also had enough to grab just your, light bulb stitch markers. Sorry for the glare. Light bulb stitch markers in multiple colors. And I also saw this wool roving set. I mean, I had to spend the money, right? I don't get to Hobby Lobbies very often. So I saw this set as well, thinking it'd be fun to spin up. It is like wool roving. I don't know if it's really meant for spinning or if it's meant for like needle felting. I don't know, but it's gonna be for spinning. Whether I like use it to make a bat or I don't know, but it'll be kind of fun to play around with when I get there. So that is that, and it was super cheap. I mean, the stitch markers were like $3, and I think this was $7. So Hobby Lobby, it'll be all right. Just needed to spend the gift card. So that's that. Let's see. My kids are headed home, so I'm trying to get done with this quickly, and I'm sorry. Last thing is I have been spinning. So I have my, let's see if I can get it over here. I have my e-spinner, and my battery just fell out. It'll be all right. My e-spinner here, my Dreaming Robots Eel Wheel 6.1, I think is what it is. And I had started, last time I spoke, I had showed you 3 braids that I purchased at DFW that I was going to do a 3-ply together and for sweater spin. And that's my like first project spin. It's a pretty big project spin. But I finished that last night and I'm so excited. So I'm gonna get to applying this soon. But these are the 3 that are gonna apply together. Now that they're done, I'm not quite sure about it, but I'm committed. We're doing it. They're all Polworth. This one was from, I think, 316 Dye Studio. And these 2 were from the Knitting Buddha. If you want to see what they looked like in fiber form before being spun into singles, then you can go back to my last podcast. But yeah, there's all of that. I don't know if that really is interesting to you. I loved this one. I cannot wait to see these plied together. Cannot wait. And you might start on Wednesday plying them. I do go to my local yarn store and hang out with the person who's taught me spinning, and so I'm thinking I'm gonna hold off until then to start plying them, because she can give me some pointers and things like that. But my first sweater spin, I'm thinking of doing the Traveler hoodie, but I don't know if I'll have enough for the hood. I think I'll probably end up doing the crew neck, but the Traveler is what I'm thinking for this. Yay! So I only have 2 bobbins free, which I think I'm gonna need to be able to ply those. So that's the next plan on the wheel. I do have that drop spindle project still that I need to be moving on. But my next plan is I have this fiber. That was the first one I did on my wheel. It was fiber that I had already kind of used and learned with. But my spinning friend gave me some of this Knit Picks Wool of the Andes Roving, and it's a Peruvian Highland wool. It's just a dark green. I'm not gonna open it because if I do, it's gonna be everywhere. But I think I might spin this up to ply with this. We'll see. We're just playing around with it, right? And then my next spinning project, I have it right here. I have boxes underneath my bed with all my stuff, and that's what this is for. My next spinning project is going to be this Shanico right here. And this is going to be I'm going to spin it a 2-ply fractal, if you know what those mean. I've been reading and learning. So I'm going to spin this as a 2-ply fractal to be the contrast color of my brioche yoke sweater. I think I showed it off last time. I was wearing it 2 podcasts ago. I might dye some, or I might contact a friend to see if she wants to dye some. Wink, wink. That was a horrible wink. For a main color. I don't quite know. I want to see what it looks like spun up in the fractal, because I think if I start taking it out, it's going to be huge color changes. And so we'll see how that looks, but like it's huge chunks of color and not quick changing color. So we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking either a dark blue or a dark green to go with it as my main color, but we will see. That is my plan for my next project planning spin, and we'll get there. But I'm loving it. This is from Crafted by Locals, and actually I should look at her shop, because she has all of her I started following her on Instagram, and she has her fiber colorways in yarn, and so maybe I can find I'm thinking a super dark navy will make that pop, and that's where I'm leaning towards, is a super dark navy to go with it, kind of like this bag color. I think that would be a oh, yeah, that decision's made. You know, dire friend who I've talked to about a collaboration, that color. If not, I can always dye it myself. No, what's the word? Not being pushy about it. The word's not coming to me. But yeah, I'm excited. I feel like I have so much going on in my life right now that is making me, I just want to drop everything and spin. And drop everything and knit. Really just spin to knit. But we'll get there. We'll get there. There's time. There's always time. But I think that is all that I'm going to talk about. I have a big old pile of laundry to fold and more studying to do. So I will speak with you within the next month or two, or maybe in the new year. We will see. Life is just going to take us where it goes, and I will see you next time. Bye.